welcome in, chat. I'm back. The great Papias of the First is back. I can't believe she's back. Who would have thought? Who would have thought Papias of the First would be back? Who would have thought she would have streamed again today? Me, yes. I did do that. I did hit live again. You know what? I made biscuits this morning. I made good ass biscuits this morning. Like I'm not even joking. Let me show you guys my biscuits that I made. Hold up. Let me show you guys my biscuits. Hold up. Gotta pull up the image. Let me pull up the image. Look at those golden brown beauties. Look at them beauties. Look at them. Those are my children. Okay, I don't think I've posted them on Instagram yet. IDK, what a biscuit is to an American? Oh, true. Okay, so a biscuit, imagine like a savory scone. But instead of it being like a little bit hard, it's like actually soft. It's like good. Yeah. A biscuit to British people is like, hey, I love a good biscuit. And they're talking about cookies. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? You want a biscuit? You mean a biscuit? A biscuit? More like a bisquick. Nah. So Limp Biscuit? I have, Limp Biscuit. What, are people limping to get biscuits now? Okay, that was kind of cringe. Everybody. I'm so sorry that was so cringe. Hopefully that will never happen again. Okay. I'm eating dinner at 1 with sandwich slop that begins with J. Peanut butter and jelly. Biscuit? More like biscuit. I'm losing weight. Yeah. Well, I guess you could have a biscuit to lose weight. I guess, like, it depends what you're cutting out, right? Because you could make because biscuits tend to be high in protein because they have a lot of fat in them. But obviously they are very carb heavy too. They're mostly, but, just saw I missed the beach stream. Well, I'm editing the video for the beach stream as we speak, and I think I'm gonna try to post the beach stream video tomorrow. So if you missed the beach stream, worst case scenario, if you missed the beach stream, I will have an edited highlight video of said beach stream on my YouTube channel. I would pay to trade faces. Can't really do that. Can't really trade faces. Also, what if I don't want to trade faces with you? You know? Like, I like my face. I don't want to trade my face with someone. Like, I like me. But yeah. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Today's not going to be the longest stream. Today's probably only going to be like...
Flow state.
Like an hour or so. Oh, I spelled Twitch wrong. I was like, what the heck? Also, thank you for the flow state. Thank you for the flow state. It's Lauren. Thank you. It's Lauren. Thank you. That's a lot of N's on your name. Also, welcome in first time chatter. Welcome in P41G3PU13. Welcome in. Welcome. Pappy, I'm so happy I found you. Paige. How do you spell it? It's Paige. That's what your name is supposed to be. Okay, you're expecting me to know that? Elon's Musk kids. Uh what do you mean? I don't know who Elon Musk kids are. Your mom. um Wow, good joke, Pappy. Wow, what a funny joke. Awesome. Uh, but welcome in everybody. Welcome, welcome. If you're here, I'm glad you're here today. I'm glad we're all here in this one place watching this one live stream. I'm be honest, I did not have a plan for stream today because the stream's not gonna be very long. I was busy editing the beach stream into a video, so yeah. But I took a nap. I took like a 45-minute nap before stream, and I had a dream about finding a dog on the street. And I woke up and was in tears. I don't know if it was really that moving, but I guess it was. You look like Starlight. I've gotten that. From time to time. Hi, I'm Miles. I'm new here. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. We love welcoming new people. Back again to Twitch instead of YouTube. Well, I stream on Twitch every single night. I stream on YouTube most nights, but I stream on Twitch every single night. So yeah. I went for a nap and woke up 16 hours later. At that point, is it really a nap anymore? Like I feel like if you take a nap and you sleep for more than like 5 hours, is that really a nap anymore? That's just like you falling asleep. That's just like fully going to bed, right? Like if you sleep for 16 hours, if you lay down for a nap, it's a whole new day. If you sleep for 16 hours, that's not a nap at that point, right? And look, I like naps. I like naps, okay? So basically you're a homosexual vampire. He said I was a vampire. How'd you guys know that? You guys should know that. Where's the swag section? Well, if you're in chat, you're swag. If you're in chat, you're swag. Purple Sun Goku, thank you for the follow on Twitch.
Viva España. Yeah. Un saludo a la mañana.
Also, thank you, Saiyan Sage, for the resub. 6 months. Wow! Yeah, baby! Holy moly. I just saw on the reward on Twitch, we doing edibles. Only if someone redeems it. And if it's streams like tonight where I have somewhere to go this evening, I'm not going to take an edible. Because I'm going to be driving in like an hour from now. Maybe not like maybe like an hour and 30 minutes from now. I'm going to be driving on a road, a public road. So, what's your moisturizer? I use for my face, I use it's called OSAE, I think, like OCA. And then for the rest of my body, I use Aveeno lavender moisturizer. That's what I do. What's your dad think about this? My dad thinks it's pretty awesome that I'm running my own business and that I'm a successful content creator. It's funny whenever I call my dad, he gives me like progress reviews. He's like, cause he watches the videos that I post on Instagram. So like literally he'll be like, yeah, the videos this week were pretty good. And then sometimes he'll be like, I did not understand the videos this week. And I was like, yeah, that's yeah. Dad, the videos aren't meant for you 50-something-year-old guy. Edible redeems have been paused. Well, I guess if someone redeemed it, I would just do it tomorrow. But yeah. I have a list of streamers Daddy Twitch is recommending me today. Once again today, I am collecting everything in my folder, and I will put today's date on it. Am I like a streamer you can think you can add to your collection? Purple Sun Goku. Wow. I'm just a collection. Yeah. Hello from Colorado. Hello from Colorado. The Mile High. Well, I don't know which part of Colorado that you're in. If you're in Denver, you're in the Mile High City. Honestly, it's kind of crazy because Denver doesn't feel like it's a mile high city because there's a giant ass mountain behind it. The Rockies are right behind it. So you're like, oh, the elevation doesn't feel this high. But then you start walking and you're like, holy moly, I need a breath. Yeah, I can't breathe. I guess we are high up. I'm driving in my car right now after a beer. Yeah, yeah. Maybe don't do that. What does my dad think about this? That's a good question, chat. What do you guys think your dad would think about this stream? You think maybe your dad's a viewer? I don't know. Maybe your dad could be a Pappy the First viewer, and you just don't know. People have good relationships with their dad. Yes, yes. I have a good relationship with my mom, my dad, and my sister. I have a good relationship with all my family members, so that I feel like that's pretty rare. But yeah. So, are you a femboy? No, I'm a trans woman. But yeah. Yeah. But where am I from? Born and raised in Antarctica. Oh, I don't know why my hand feels like tight. I don't know why my left hand, it feels like really tight. I don't know why that is. That's weird. Yeah. My sister was liberal, but voted for Trump. Yeah, so she's not liberal then. That's like being like, yeah, I'm liberal. I just voted for the most evil right wing guy imaginable. Yeah, I'm a liberal. I just voted for the guy who's the head of the Republican Party. Yeah. And I don't think your sister's liberal. And I don't want to. If you think that's liberal, if you think your sister is still liberal after voting for Trump, I'm like, what kind of politics do you have? You're like, my sister's liberal. She thinks abortion is kind of okay, and Trump's good. That's sissy liberal stuff. She thinks women should be able to vote. Honestly, all women are kind of liberal, because why are women voting? Yeah, women shouldn't vote. No, I'm joking. They should. I like the 19th Amendment. I think that's a cool amendment. My Jehovah's Witness gave me my lawnmower back. Yo, Jimmy. You know, I was a little bit worried yesterday when you came into chat and you were like, my Jehovah Witness neighbors stole my lawnmower. And then I was like, what kind of lawnmower? And you said it was a ride mower. Okay, which ride mowers are expensive. That's like 10, 15K, right? And they were like, you got it back? I'm so glad. I'm so glad for you. I'm glad that you got your I'm glad that you got your lawnmower back. I love your channel. Thank you, Creek Howler. Thank you. Also, Ion, thank you for the follow on Twitch. Ion 357. Thank you for the follow. Also Dingy with the 25-day streak. God damn. Okay. Yeah. Did you get stung by a jellyfish at the beach? Me? No. I will be going back to the beach this weekend. I don't think I'm gonna be streaming it, but because I'm going with a friend. I guess I could ask. I could be like, "Hey, do you mind if I stream? Do you mind if I stream?" I guess I don't have like like, I don't know. We just want to frolic on the beach. Some of us just want to frolic on the beach. So yeah. My spidey senses are tingling. Oh my god, we have Spider-Man in chat. You look like Amanda Knox. Let's find out who that is. Let's find out who that is. You guys kind of just be saying I look like every single white woman, and I'm like, guys, not all white women look the same. I get it can be confusing. It can be confusing. Okay, I don't look like her. Okay, I just looked up who she is. Don't look like her. Yeah. So it looks like it. What? Looks like what? Looks like what? Jellyfish bit her feet. No, it was raw. Oh, like, are you talking from the beach stream when my feet got, like, messed up by the rocks? Also, thank you, Linky772. Thank you for the follow on Twitch. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Pappy, how long is your hair? Long enough that when I take a shower, I usually have to pull it out between my ass cheeks. But I guess, like, almost down to my belly button. Almost, I would say. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. You look better than with, no makeup than with makeup.
Alert.
Yeah, I mean, it's a different look. But thank you for the Uncle Alert. Thank you for the Uncle Alert. Luca Stern. Luca, like the basketball player? Ole mole. Holy Mog, yes. Yeah, I'm Mog. Yeah, guys, I'm Mog. Yeah, it was rocks. Ouch. You kind of look like Tilda Swinton. No, I don't. Okay, guys, you guys are just saying random white women at this point. You guys are like, man, you look like this white woman. Guys, I don't look like it's. See, there's some that I'm like, okay, yeah, I see it. Now you're saying I look like Anne Hathaway. See, that one's just like we don't even have like the same skin complexion. She has like a much like paler, like what? Yeah. Introduce yourself, please. All right, I'll do that. I'll do it for you. I'm Pappy the First. I'm epic, awesome, swag, Fortnite Battle Pass, #1 Victory Royale, gay, epic, woke, transgender, cool, swag. I live stream every single day on Twitch. I don't think I look like Betty White now. Oh, did my stream just disconnect? Oh, what the hell? Oh, boo. Boo. Okay, wait. Is my internet dropped out. Okay, hold up. Okay, my internet dropped out. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. My internet dropped out. Lame. Okay, boo internet. Boo internet. Happens once a stream. Yeah. Yeah. Usually, like, it'll, like, happen more, like, we probably just need to reset our Wi-Fi, like, me and my roommate. I'll ask my roommate to do that tomorrow. Does transition stop baldness? Yeah. Because testosterone is what causes, like, the gene to activate that causes, like, baldness. That's often, too, and estrogen, like, prevents it. It's also too why after women go through menopause because they don't have like as much estrogen in their system, and didn't have more testosterone in their system. That's why older women's hair tends to thin out as well. Does transitioning give you telekinesis? Yeah, it gives me telekinesis, super speed, super strength, levitation, mind reading, mind control. Yeah, transitioning does a lot of things. Yeah. So do you make content? Yeah, I make videos online. Yeah. That's yeah. That's kind of what I am. That's kind of yeah. Yeah. But transitioning gives you a lot of superpowers, you know, like before I transitioned, I could maybe run like a 8 or 9 minute mile, but post transition, I can run like a 2 second mile. It's like the biological advantage they're always talking about trans women having, like, you know, it's just like a biological advantage that's like is why trans women shouldn't compete with like cis men either. We just dominate the competition, you know. It's just crazy, crazy. Yeah. Um. Yeah. So. Also, thank you, CX Milt VR. Thank you for the follow on Twitch. Thank you for the follow on Twitch. Very much appreciate it. My interest to transition has increased now. Yeah. Gonna stop all. You could also just take like any sort of numerous types of like medications to keep you from going bald, you know? But yeah, transitioning does it it won't like fully reverse it, but it can partly reverse it. Yeah. Is it before or after? I don't like to be called it. She, her are my pronouns, but I've been transitioning for 6.5 years at this point. On hormones for like 5.5 years. What shade of nail polish do you have on? Just like a basic red. It's kind of chipped. I did it like last week. Also, Chris or Cars Not From Paris. Thank you. Thank you for the follow on Twitch. Thank you very much for the follow on Twitch. Just fly to Turkey. You could get hair transplants. My dad's cousin did that. And actually they look pretty good. Like I'm not gonna lie, you know, my dad's cousin went to Turkey, okay? Got hair transplants in Turkey, you know, got hair plugs, you know. And actually they don't look bad. Like now that it's healed up, it looks like normal, you know? So you take testosterone? No, I take medication that suppresses my testosterone. I have a cock and balls over here. Yeah. Yeah. Um, yeah. Yeah. Did it just fart? No, that's my follower sound effect on Twitch. If someone follows me on Twitch, it plays a fart sound effect. That's what the fart sound effect is. Uh do you think you're weird because all the best people are? I mean, I do a lot of things outside the norm. I mean, I have a job that's not very normal. Um, and I'm a trans person. That's not most people aren't trans. It's like less than 1% of the population. I also have an Android. I think the most contrarian thing about me is that I have an Android. I think that's the most contrarian thing about me is that I'm like, I refuse to use Apple products, okay? If someone, I will never use an iPhone again. I would rather die than use an iPhone. Okay, well, maybe that's a bit extreme. Maybe that's a bit extreme. I wouldn't rather die than use an iPhone. Okay, but I don't ever want to use an iPhone again. Okay, do you drink alcohol? No, I do not. I don't like the taste of alcohol. Tastes bad, makes me feel bad. Just don't really like it. Yeah. What does swag mean to you? Just like swag, you know, like the stream I titled it Swag People Only because I only want people who are swag in the chat.
My French coordinator is gay. Can you help him?
Um like, I, what do you mean help him? Like, I don't know. I guess it's cool that he's gay. Why won't you use an iPhone? For me, I don't want to use an iPhone because I hate Apple iOS. I hate Apple iOS. Okay, I like Android. I like Android's operating system better. I also think in terms of like products, right? Apple makes a phone that is just meant to look good. Like in terms of like the processing power of an iPhone and like when you compare it to other phones, iPhones are not like good phones. Their battery life sucks. Their hardware is not as good. Okay? They use like more fragile glass so they break more, like their screens break more. Yeah. For me, I have an Android just because I like Android OS better, and I like having a phone that doesn't get super hot and its battery life actually lasts a long time. So yeah, planned obsolescence. Yeah, yeah. My battery life on my phone lasts like 3 days if I don't charge it, and I use my phone all the time. So like yeah, like I charged it this morning and my phone's still at 99%. So like but FaceTime is awesome though, but is it really though? Like I even when I had an iPhone, I never used FaceTime. Like I'm going to be honest, FaceTime is not a feature that is like that much of a selling point to me. I'm like, okay, yeah, FaceTime, sure. That's like but also, too, the way like iPhone users, like iPhones don't have as much customizability, right? Which, if you're someone who just wants a phone out of the box, and you don't want to like set it up the way you want to set it up, then like that's cool, right? That's good for you. But for me, I'm someone who I very much like to customize and organize things the way that I want them in the way that I like them. And Android like phones and Android OS gives me the ability to do that, you know? So yeah. Um and technically you kind of can FaceTime on Android. You can do it through Google Meet. Like Google Meet is perfectly free and you if you have a Google account and you can do a Google Meet through there, but um apparently that changed since iOS 26, yeah. Also, too, I wouldn't be able to stream as well from an iPhone. One, because it has a shorter battery life, and two, because they don't have IRL Pro on an iPhone. IRL Pro is an Android only thing. So IRL Pro is pretty much it's the app that I use if I do IRL streaming. Let me show it to you guys. Oh, whoop, that's not Twitch, but IRL Pro. Yeah. But it pretty much makes it so I can make my like Twitch stream look exactly like how it looks like on my PC, but I can do it from my phone. But IRL Pro does not exist on the iOS App Store. It only exists on the Google Play and Android phones. So, yeah. So yeah. Wow, really dunking on Steve Jobs right now. Yeah. And look, I just like for me, an iPhone is not the phone that I want, right? iPhones don't have the features that I want. iPhones don't have the customizability that I want. So, seeing you on YouTube, I thought I would follow. Well, thank you. Thank you, Victoria H Streams Eggs. Thank you very much. Thank you for the follow on Twitch. Also, welcome in. Welcome in. He's dead, FYI. Steve Jobs? Yeah. 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 Whenever someone tells a joke about Steve Jobs, got me like, LAFMO, you got me dead. You got me dead, LAFMO. LAFMO, cause like he's dead. So the joke is that he's dead, and I'm like, I'm dead. I'm dead, LAFMO. I'm dead. I'm dead. LAFMO. You guys get the joke, okay? You guys get the joke. Also, thank you very much, Vascal. Thank you for the follow on Twitch. Thank you very much for the follow on Twitch. Yeah. I totally get it. iPhones are work. Yeah. And if you have an iPhone, that's cool. The only thing that I don't like about iPhones is how iPhone users complain when you don't have an iPhone. Like whenever I tell people, they're like, "Yo, who got the green text?" Okay, that's a. I'm sorry, that's an Apple issue. Like what? Also, too, iPhones record in like their weird Apple like formats, and I'm like, I want to like phone that records in like actual video formats. Like I don't want a weird file format that I can't open on my desktop, you know? Or that I have to like download an app to be, you know, it's like a whole thing. It's almost my birthday in 2 weeks. All I want to do is go clothing shopping. Then do that. Do that. Happy early birthday to you, Ruby. Happy early birthday. Yo, do you skate? I'm gonna go skate tonight. What about it? What about it?
Flow state.
Also, thank you, Airborne, for the flow state. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah. Yeah. Android let me have free music, and that's something I miss. Yeah. Yeah. Born with the wrong OS. More like I was born with the wrong hardware. You know? That's kind of that's how I would explain it. You know, I'm like meant to be like an AMD like chipset, but I'm more like I was born like an Intel chipset, and I'm having to like, or wait, no, wait, yeah, wait, or I guess other way around, maybe. Well, because I'm like the like CPUs, I'm trying to be like, well, AMD is the one with the prongs on it. So I guess I was born in AMD chipset, but I'm trying to be an Intel. um, yeah, I want to go biking, but it's too hot outside. Um, have you thought of maybe biking inside your house? Idea. Can you show us your board? My skateboard. How do I come out? Well, you can come out by coming out. I wrote a letter to my parents, to my friends. I told them in person, and then my sister I told over text because she lived in a different state. So that's how I came out. Yeah. Um. Uh. So. Yeah. Um. But. Yo, you skate? What kind of board do you ride? I got a shop board here. Let me go grab it. Let me go grab my skateboard. Okay. I set this up like 2 weeks ago. Not too long ago. It's very fresh board. I haven't really done any board slides on it, honestly, but it's the board art that I did. I did the board art on stream. It's supposed to be like mountains with the sun rising. But yeah. It was just a shop board. It was just a shop board. And then I got dragon wheels, I got bone Swiss bearings, I got slappy trucks, and then I got a mix of hardware. So that's my skateboard. So but I've been a skater for a very long time. I've been skating since I was probably like 7, so. But I like on and off. Like I didn't skate much in high school, but like in middle school, I skated a lot. And then I kind of started skating a lot again during COVID because I was like, I needed to get outside of the house. So, whoa, cool board. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Heck W. Yeah. Um, I'm scared to come out. I don't want to do it. Then don't come out. Don't come out unless you feel ready to come out, right? Like take your time, right? No one's forcing you to come out. You can just come out when you're ready. Morning from Denmark. So sorry y'all lost in the World Cup. So sorry. Um, yeah. Or wait, was it? It was Norway, not Denmark. That got far in the World Cup. I'm mixing up my European countries. European. Yeah. European. I hardly know her. Yeah. Um. Uh. Yeah. Also, Joe Mama's here. Oh my god, guys, Joe Mama's here. Holy fuck! But thank you for the follow. Also, Charlie Golden Brown, thank you for the follow on Twitch. Wiener Bob Jr., thank you for the follow on Twitch. Thank y'all for the follow on Twitch. You would mod clavicular. Are you a looks maxer? No. No, I think looks maxing is kind of stupid, right? It's like, yes, looks are important, okay? But the people who are successful in life are not successful because of their looks, right? The people who are successful and do things in their life are the people who go out and do things and make connections and make friends and are good people to be around. Those are the people who make it far, right? Also, people who are born in good zip codes. That makes a difference too. Do you I do not bone smash. That's stupid. No. Pappy is a looks minner. She just this breathtaking. Yeah, I guess. Books maxer. I don't know. I read books, but I don't read books, if that makes sense. I listen to a lot of audiobooks. I can't like sit down and read a book. For me, reading a book, like my dyslexia makes it very hard for me to just like sit down and read a book. But I can sit down and just put an audiobook on. I like audiobooks. I use Libby all the time to get a lot of audiobooks. What music do you listen to? I listen to a lot of music. Recently I've been listening to AG Club's new album, and also I've been listening to Carly Rae Jepsen's new single that she put out. So yeah. I'm trans as well. Thank you. Shut up, Blue Sky 94. Who said I'm a Blue Sky user? I'm not a Blue Sky user. Okay, I'm not that annoying. Okay, I feel like if you use Blue Sky, I don't know. Blue Sky is an awful place. Like, look, I agree with most of the politics on Blue Sky, right? But it's like the most sufferable. I don't know what it is about text-based platforms that like attract the worst users possible. Also, welcome in Easy, welcome in first time chatter. But like, I don't know, Twitter, Blue Sky, Reddit, Threads, they really attract like the worst people. I don't know what it is about text-based platforms that brings out the worst in people. Maybe it's that like it requires not much creativity. It's just like saying whatever on your mind. But text-based platforms, I feel like also too you don't get tonal like indicators because people don't use punctuation. So you could say like I like apples, and then people would be like, what about oranges? It's like shut up, bro. Also, Nightmare PX, thank you for the follow on Twitch. Also, Philo Boss Man, thank you for the follow on Twitch. Thank you very much for the follow. Thank you. I wish it wasn't 1 a.m. for me. Sorry, you're in Europe. That's rough. Yeah. Also, Rai, thank you for the follow on Twitch. Thank y'all for the follow on Twitch. You're a disgrace. Yeah. Yeah. I guess I am. Maybe I am. I'm not though. I'm pretty awesome. Pretty swagged. As Mike Tyson says, some people haven't been hit. I've been in plenty of fights. Okay. I did martial arts as a kid. I also got into plenty of fights at school. I got banned off the bus in 8th grade for getting into a fight. Okay? Like, I fight, okay? I've been in fights before, okay? Not as an adult, but when I was in school, I was fighting people. Okay? Hell yeah. Not necessarily that it was yesterday. Bro sounds like Georgie from Young Sheldon. Oh, that is kind of true. Holy Pappy has hands. Yeah. Probably not a fight by choice, which sucks. No. Every single fight that I've gotten into was a fight that I kind of like escalated. Like I didn't do the first action, but I definitely escalated. Like when I got banned off the bus, it was because my neighbor threw water on me, so I literally like beat him up in the back of the bus, and then the bus driver didn't see anything, but the lady who was behind the bus saw us through the back window. So at the red light, she got out of her car. She parked her car. She got out of her car.
Alert.
Okay, she knocked on the bus window, came onto the bus, started yelling at me and my neighbor. Okay, and like her kids didn't even go to our school. They went to some like charter Catholic school. It was like, what the fuck are you doing, lady? Also, thank you for the unk alert. I was bullied too. Yeah, I was bullied. Yeah. Yeah. And then another fight that I got into was my freshman year of high school. In gym class, occasionally the kids, the like
Unk
seniors
alert.
who were. Also, thank you, John, for the unk alert. But occasionally, like the kids who were in, like the seniors who were in, like the seniors and juniors that were in the weightlifting class, would sometimes take part in like the games that we would play in gym. And we were playing dodgeball one day, and this like group of maybe like 3 or 4 like seniors were trying to throw like the dodgeballs as hard as possible at people's heads, okay? And they were like hitting people in the heads, which is like, that's a fucked up thing to do in dodgeball, right? Like you don't aim for the head, you know? And they hit me in the head. One of them hit me in the head. So I ran at him full force and knocked him on the floor, and then started wailing on him. And then the teachers broke the teachers broke us apart. But then the thing was though, I think the teachers were fed up with like the seniors like throwing dodgeballs at people's head. So like they never reported it to like any like admins or anything like that. Cause I think the teachers were kind of like happy that I fucking like fought the senior. I don't know. I think so. Yeah, those are my fight stories. And then also I did taekwondo growing up, and I was pretty good at sparring in taekwondo. So I'd take the advanced sparring classes, and the only other person who was in my weight class in that class was like the lady who taught the class, who was like a 5 foot tall, okay, 6th degree black belt taekwondo like master, okay? And she would just go for headshot after headshot after headshot, okay? I don't know. Like, I don't know. The most I've ever been scared is by a 5 foot tall Korean woman. That's the most I've ever been scared. Bro, she would like, cause like, and it would alternate like on the week. like one Saturday like she would teach it, then the next Saturday like another teacher would teach it. And the other teacher that taught it, he would always focus more on like with me, he would always focus more on like actual like movement and like where I should be looking and stuff like that. And then like when she was teaching the class, okay, because me and her would spar because it's like I was the only like no one else was like as small as me because I was the youngest person taking the class. Um, she would just be like, "Yeah, you're too slow," just like headshot after headshot. Maybe that played a factor, guys. What are your pronouns? She, her. She, her. Um, yeah. Um, so my pronouns are she, her, as in she, her on the screen right now. Um, yeah. So yeah. Um, yeah. Uh, do you like me? I don't even know who you are. Like sometimes YouTube chatters are like, "Will you marry me? Do you like me?" I'm like, "What do you mean? This is like the first time I'm like you've been in my chat. Like what? What do you want me to say?" Yeah. Um, yeah. Uh, yeah. So yeah, it's like are you in Cali? No, I live in Antarctica. Born and raised Antarctic native. What part of the South are you from? North Carolina. Um, yeah. Pappy's location. Yeah, I'm Antarctic native, born and raised. Do you guys ever think, what if, what if Fortnite had a battle pass? That'd be pretty crazy, guys. Fortnite loot boxes win. When we get in Fortnite loot boxes. Twitch chatters are much cooler, to be honest. Yeah, Twitch chatters and YouTube chatters. Twitch chatters are my favorite children. So, I used to live in Fayetteville. I'm sorry. Yo, you actually fire. First time I actually stopped in the live stream on YouTube. Well, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Glad you're finally here. Glad you're finally here. You know, welcome in. Welcome in. Messi or Ronaldo? I know nothing about soccer. So I don't really know. Yeah. Um, yeah. What's your name? Pappy the First, but my first name is Zoe. That's what you're wondering. England or Argentina? I guess England, maybe. What sport do you know? I don't really follow sports too closely. Yeah, I for me, I just there's not really like I don't know. Like for me, it's just it feels like too expensive to watch sports, you know? Cuz you have to pay for like you either have to like get like YouTube TV or somewhere else to watch it. And then you have to pay like subscription fee and then you get ads all the time. For me, I don't watch sports cuz honestly, the amount of like gambling and alcohol ads kind of pisses me off. Like that's honestly the reason why I don't watch sports. Like I feel like I would watch baseball more if there wasn't gambling ads and fucking Kalshi and Poly Market and fucking DraftKings and MGM fucking shoved down my throat every single second you try to watch it. Have you tried watching sumo? I have not. Do you like salt and vinegar chips? I do not like salt and vinegar chips. They hurt my mouth to eat. Salt and vinegar chips feels like I'm being stabbed in the tongue. Like why do they hurt? They're like too salty. Um yeah. Literally gambling ads every 6 seconds. I know it's awful. Sports are genuinely unwatchable because of the amount of the ads they have. Yeah. Um And two, I just like, for me, I like, I don't know, I've never really been like a hugely competitive person, you know? Like, I guess in terms of sports, I like watching skateboarding, but do I watch SLS? No. I mostly watch like skateboarding video parts, but like, I don't know. It's not that I don't dislike sports. I'm kind of like, yeah, they exist. Um, yeah. Um, those ads are only in the U.S. Well, guess who lives in the U.S.? Yeah. Any luck getting the Olympic skateboarding tickets? Oh no, that's like that ship has sailed. They were like $800 for the women's street league event, or for the women's street skateboarding event at the Olympics. It was like $800 per ticket. And then they had the audacity to send me an email being like, "You can be a volunteer." And I was like, "Oh, can I volunteer at like a certain event?" And they're like, "No, you don't get to choose which events you get to volunteer for, but we need volunteers for the Olympics." Fuck you. Screw you. You should be an actor. I don't know. Seems kind of like LARPing to me. I'm not really a LARPer. Not really, not really a, not really a LARPer, you know? Who's your favorite skateboarder? Right now I really like Lily Ruby. I like Grant Taylor. I really love watching anything T Funk does. Louis Lopez is pretty great. I loved Ryan Sheckler growing up. Ryan Sheckler's still pretty cool. Chris Jocelyn always been awesome. Yeah. I really do love Chris Russell, uh David Gervais. I don't know. I like David Gervais not because he's like even like the best skater to watch. He kind of does dorky fucking dork stuff on a skateboard, but he just looks like he's having fun, you know? Um, yeah. You should be a 3D model. Yeah, guys. Um, yeah. But good evening, Pappy the First chat. Yes, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Yeah. Um, so yeah, that's um yeah, it's really crazy how much you look like a chick, cuz I am one. Uh you kind of look like a woman. You kind of look like a woman. Yeah, cuz I am one. That's why I transitioned. Like it's kind of that's kind of why I did that. Pappy said that with her middle finger up. What? Oh my god. I would never flick someone off, guys. I would never do something like that. Um Skating is cool, but watching Shaun White snowboard as a kid was the best. I guess it was kind of cool. I wonder what Shaun White is up to now. Like I kind of wonder what he's up to. Um Transitioned from what? I was a boy. Now I'm a woman, so pretty swag. Shout out to HRT. Pretty swag. Pretty swag. So yeah. Yeah. What is your favorite anime? My favorite anime. My favorite anime is probably Samurai Champloo. That's probably my favorite anime. Because it's a show about the journey, not the destination, guys. They spend the whole show looking for the samurai that smells of sunflowers. But it was about the friends you make along the way. Well, Really? 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 Wow. Wow. What's the prerequisite to being a swag person? It's just something you are. Like swag, you just, if you're swag, you know you have swag, you know? Like there's nothing you can do to have swag. You just know it. You just know. You just know if you have swag or not. The soundtrack of Samurai Champloo is fire. Yes, it is. Yes. Um, I also do love Cowboy Bebop, and I also do love Ergo Proxy and Panty and Stocking with Garter Belt. Um, but yeah. Hunter x Hunter sucks ass. Never mention that again in my. I'm gonna be honest. Hunter x Hunter is a boring anime. Literally every single Hunter x Hunter arc is literally like the like author pulling out something new from their ass, like, oh my god, there's this secret technique that you didn't actually know about. Like, why is it that it wasn't till like 100 episodes in that we're learning about Nin, Rin, and like all these fucking, like, it's dumb. It's dumb. Okay? It's just like retconning the show, okay? Literally, and then the fights aren't even that good. Okay, yeah, the fights in the Chimera Ant arc are good. But every other fight is like, okay, it's literally just characters with like, I'm gonna beat you. It's like, okay, baby ass anime, okay? Where are the stakes? Where's the interesting? So yeah. Um, yeah. Have you ever seen the original Trigun? I've seen parts of it. I haven't watched the whole thing. Um, yeah. Yeah. My real question is mods. Oh, my auto mod is pretty great. It's pretty great. Yeah, Cowboy Bebop. Zoids? I've never heard of Zoids. I've never heard of that. I really love the Apothecary Diaries. I love the Apothecary Diaries. Oh my god, I can't wait for season 3. Dude, I love the Apothecary Diaries. I love the Apothecary Diaries. Do you do any gaming? I do from time to time, but probably not today because today's a shorter stream. Aroni Kenshin, yeah, or Yu Yu Hakusho. Um, Neither. You should watch Zoids. I'm gonna look this up. I'm gonna look up what Zoids is. Oh my god, that looks like a fuck ass show. I'm not watching that, dude. What the hell is this, bro? Bro, they have like robot monsters. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna watch that. Do you wear makeup? Yeah, I'm not wearing any today, but yeah. Also, thank you, Zeba Zomber. Thank you for the follow on Twitch. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have you seen FCL? I have. You guys know FCL is about boners, right? You guys know FCL is a do you guys know that FCL is about yeah. I don't know. I don't watch as much anime as I used to cuz I feel like when I was like a obviously when I was like a teenager, like I related to anime a lot more. But as an adult, I'm like I don't want to watch a bunch of whiny 14-year-olds be like, "I'm going to defeat the evil demon lord." You know, I'm like, "Okay, that's it's not really what I want to watch, you know?" Um yeah. Bro turned into a baddie. I did. I did. Yeah, some might say male or female. Nah, I'm more of like a L to baddie. More of like a more of like a low tier normie to a high tier baddie true E. Lol, Pappy's anime voice is killing me. I can do a good anime voice, you guys. Have you guys even heard my Deku voice? I don't think you've heard my Deku voice. Bakugo. I really like him. I think he's kind of cool. Wow.
Flow
That's enough of
state.
that. Also, thank you for the flow state, Rusty Stings. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Afro Samurai goes hard. Honestly, it kind of fucks that, like, Samuel L. Jackson was like, yeah, I'll be a producer on Afro Samurai. And Afro Samurai fucks, okay? Yeah. The fucking nerd losers who complain about there being not enough, like, masculine men in anime would probably hate Afro Samurai because the main character is an Afro Samurai. They'd probably hate that. They'd probably hate that dude, but it is pretty awesome. I mean, the story in Afro Samurai is kind of like, okay, wow, he's got the headband, and everybody wants the headband so they could be the baddest, but it's literally it's kind of just about being swag, honestly. Aura farming. Aura farming the show. I'm paranoid schizophrenic, but it's nice to meet you. Party boy, I'm a figment of your imagination. I'm not even here right now. I don't even know who you're talking to. Bro, she's not gay, I'm gay. Who said I'm not gay? Okay, I'm very much gay, okay? Guys, I am gay. Yeah. I am gay from time to time. Yeah. So, no, don't do that. Yeah. Gay, swag. I'm gay, swag. I have aura. Awesome. I'm aura farming. What if I did a stream where I just tried to, like, aura farm? Aura farming the stream. That seems like a good idea. That's an idea that's going in the that's an idea that's going in the content vault, aka my brain. Yeah. I'm gay. Oh my god, congratulations. Congratulations. Gay? I hardly know her. Yeah, that was pretty bad. Gay. What's next? Not gay. I make joke after joke after joke after joke after joke. I'm unstoppable. Oh my god, guys. Okay, chat, join the raid. If you guys don't join the raid, I will give you the lettuce that does have the parasite that's going around, and you will have explosive diarrhea in 7 to 14 days. So, I don't think you guys want explosive diarrhea, so if you don't want explosive diarrhea, then join the raid, okay? Join the raid. Alright, guys. Alright. I will see y'all tomorrow.